Procrastination is the thief of time, goes the old saying. It's true. And just remember, when you delay actions or a decision that you should be taking, it's your time that's being stolen. To use an example, Elias and Jenny both work in the conference facility of a popular hotel. They are talking about the work they have at the moment. Elias says that I am supposed to be organizing the pharmaceutical conference next month, but I have no information from the company about its requirements, so I can't do anything. Jenny says that the duty manager asked me how my arrangements for the banquet are going, but it's weeks ahead. I don't want to think about that now. Elias replies, saying that I should probably check the catering arrangements for tonight, but I've got a lot of other things going on, so I'm not going to be able to. There are three excuses for procrastination that people typically make to themselves or other people, disguised as reasons. Between them, Elias and Jenny use them all. They are I have a lack of information, I have plenty of time, and I don't have any time. Elias's and Jenny's explanations for failing to act are just poor excuses. The first step on the road to beating procrastination is to know and recognize these escape routes that you will give yourself. Now, let us try an exercise. Anthony tends to procrastinate. What excuses will he produce for his failure to act? I'm afraid of what will happen if I make the decision. I don't need to do anything just now. There's plenty of time. I have a full schedule. I don't want to take any action. I don't have all the facts I need at present. This is easy. Maybe you don't need to stop the video to have the right answers. The excuses Anthony will produce are lack of information or time, or that he has plenty of time, and so he does not need to act at present. These are the correct answers. Option 1. This choice is incorrect. Anthony will not use this excuse. Fear of failure does not lead to procrastination. Common excuses for procrastination are lack of data, long lead time, and a busy schedule. Option 2. This choice is correct. Anthony will use this excuse. Postponing option because of long lead times is a common excuse. Anthony needs to establish a schedule that prevents procrastination. Option 3. This choice is correct. Anthony will use this excuse. Postponing action because of workload is a common excuse. He needs a schedule that prevents procrastination and helps him complete his assignments on time. Option 4. This choice is incorrect. Anthony will not use this excuse. Inaction is not an excuse that is used. Common excuses for procrastination include a lack of data, long lead times, and a very busy schedule. Option 5. This choice is correct. Anthony will use this excuse. Postponing action because of lack of information is a common excuse. Anthony needs to find the necessary data to support on-time completion of assignment. There can be underlying reasons for finding excuses for postponing an action or decision. You may be anxious that it will not be successful, or your motivation may not be as high as it should be. Whether there is underlying reason or not, you need to address procrastination as an issue in its own right. You begin to do this by confronting the excuses that stand between you and using your time as you should be. Jack works in the same hotel as Elias and Jenny. In fact, he's their manager. He has heard the reasons for procrastination, but he does not accept them at all. He knows that in each case there is an appropriate response which will confront the excuse. Listen to the excuses given to learn what Jack said to each of his colleagues. Lack of information. If you don't have the information, you need to organize the conference, then phone your contact in the pharmaceutical company and request her to send it as a matter of urgency. Plenty of time. Instead of using the excuse that you have plenty of time in order not to make any preparations for the banquet, I would suggest you identify exactly how much time you need for preparation and schedule each action. Lack of time. If it's your responsibility to check the catering arrangement, you have to find time. Look at your schedule and reprioritize. Elias and Jenny should confront their own excuses. They should not need Jack to help them out. The appropriate way to respond to lack of information is to begin to get hold of the information you require as a matter of priority. Instead of simply saying that you have plenty of time, look at how much time you need and plan your actions. You may say that you are fully scheduled, but if an action is important, you will have to reorganize your time, removing something less important that you had planned to do. And another exercise. Your friend Kurt has just returned from a workshop about beating procrastination. He made some notes about how to confront excuses, and they should be valuable, but unfortunately they are confused. Help him to match exact excuse for procrastination to one or more corresponding responses. On the left side, the options: lack of information, plenty of time, and lack of time. On the right side, the targets. Calculate how much you require, examine your existing schedule and take out a low priority commitment. Begin to acquire it as quickly as possible. Put the necessary actions in your calendar and change your priorities so that you include the item that you are procrastinating over. If you have plenty of time, you need to work out how much time you actually need and schedule actions. If you have no time, then change your priorities and take out less important things. If you don't have information, get it quickly. And these are the correct answers. This is how to respond to a plenty of time excuse. Procrastinators need to determine the scope of the assignment, the deadline, and the milestones that need to be met to complete the assignment on time. This is how to respond to a lack of time excuse. Procrastinators need to examine their schedules and prioritize their work. This allows them to allocate the appropriate amount of time necessary to complete an assignment on time. This is how to respond to a lack of information excuse. Procrastinators need to begin gathering the necessary information. This should then be used in the timely completion of the assignment. Next, we continue this topic, some more about beating procrastination in the next video.